What's up, guys? Had a lot of y'all wanting a video on wicking the VCMT last night, so since my other one got lost when my phone crashed a few weeks ago, I'm gonna go ahead and do another one for everybody. I'm doing it on my 30mm, but I wick both my 25 and my 30 the exact same way, and they work perfectly, both of them. So anyways, the build I'm running right now is, I believe like 14 or 15 wraps, 22 gauge Mad Rabbit on a 3.5 mil bit. It's a 0.22. But basically how I do it, first and foremost, the little juice ring. A lot of people are saying just take it off. A lot of people are saying have it on where it's like this. I run mine upside down to where it's like this, to where it's not really doing anything at all. But I'm not gonna lose it or anything. So basically I just put it on here and I line it up with the correct one, because apparently one of these is a different size. I am in the shop, so y'all will see me looking up. I do have to deal with customers. Clinton, stop blowing clouds over here. Alright, so basically what I do...
Hey, Vaperz Cloud.
This isn't for Vaperz Cloud.
It should be.
I already got one on Vaperz Cloud. So basically I'm going to take... I use just sheets of Japanese cotton. Oh, where are you at? I just use regular sheets of Japanese cotton to wick mine. I was told when I got my VCMT that they didn't like Japanese cotton. Mine works fine. Basically what I tend to do is I take a whole sheet. I'll cut off about to here. And then I'll take the rest of it, kind of stretch it out a little bit, cut it in half. That gives me these two sheets. And basically from here you're going to wick it just like you would an RDA. Pull that top sheet, roll it up, and stick it through your coils. I'm going to try to make this video shorter than 10 minutes because my last one was 10 minutes long. You want it to be tight in your coils, but you don't want it to be extremely tight. So basically once you get it to where you've got something along the lines of this. Now this is where how I wick comes into play. How I tend to do it is I'll take my scissors and I will do one piece at a time. I cut downwards at an angle, so I basically set one side of my scissors on the post and cut downwards at an angle just like that, so that you end up with something basically like that. And I'll do one side first. And basically I'm going to make sure that they're not too long. If they're too long, you can either kind of pull it back through a little bit to shorten it up, or you can take it and just clip a little bit off the bottom of your angle. I've been wicking my VCMT like this since the day I got it. I've never had an issue out of it. Never had a dry hit, and never had it leak on me. So basically I'm going to take it and just stick it down in the juice channels. Basically you want your cotton just long enough to reach the bottom of your juice channel. You don't want it overly stuffed in there. You don't have to pack it very tight. So just enough to where it's something give or take like that. Just in those juice channels. You can make them stay a little bit better if you take and put a drop of juice in that juice channel before you actually stick your wick down there. So then I'm going to come in, I'm going to do my other side the exact same way. That one's a little long. So basically, and this one's not going to cooperate because it doesn't have juice on it. Basically, you're looking for something give or take like that. Okay, then I'm gonna take my juice. I'm rocking some of that matzo sauce Banshee. That's the juice line that I make here at the shop. We do it in our ISO 5 cleaner. This stuff's delicious. It's a pineapple cherry cheesecake. Sorry, shameless plug. But then I'm basically just gonna go ahead and carefully kind of just get this cotton wet. You don't have to completely and thoroughly saturate it. You just want to get it wet enough to where you can kind of mold it to where you want it to be. Once you get it molded, then you can to where you want it, then you can go ahead and juice it up real well and burn that new cotton taste out if you want to. I don't really get it with my Japanese cotton, so I don't usually have to do that. The biggest thing is you want your cotton to go all the way across your juice channel, but you don't want it to just plug that juice channel up. So basically I end up with something, give or take, like this. So it's in those juice channels. It's not blocking my threads at all. Okay, after I do that, I'm basically going to take it, finish juicing these coils and wicks. And you can take a little bit of cotton and stuff in your airflow holes just to catch the excess juice that might go down into your airflow while you're doing this. I tend to basically just kind of put a little bit of juice on my coil and let them heat up just a hair and soak it in. Okay, so then I'm going to take my chimney and I'm basically just going to kind of feed it over it and get it threaded down, making sure that none of my cotton or none of my wick is getting in my threads and that I'm not screwing it on crooked or anything like that. So I get it tightened all the way down. I make sure that my juice flow ring is lined up with all the holes properly, and then I'll come in with my tweezers and just make sure that the wick isn't sticking out of the juice flow holes. It just goes right down to the bottom of the juice flow hole. Something like, let's see if I can focus, something like that. You just want it to block that juice flow hole. You don't want it to be stuffed in there or anything like that. Okay, then I'm going to take it and just put my tank back together. And I usually will fill my tanks up about halfway and vape on them for 10 or 20 minutes. Make sure there's not going to be any dry hits, no leaks or anything like that. If I can vape on it for 20-25 minutes with no leaks and no dry hits, I'll go ahead and finish filling it all the way up. That is how I wick my VCMT, 140 watts. We're going to go on and bump it up just to prove that the wicking works. 200 watts. And just to prove even more that my wicking, how I do it, does work, I'm going to throw this on my VCP. This is a 0.22 build. So theoretically, this is going to be hitting at a lot more than 200 watts, and these batteries are fully charged. I just changed them out about 5 minutes ago.
I think you're loud.
There you go, guys. That's how I wick my VCMT. Both my 25 and my 30 millimeter both work perfectly that way. I hope this helps. Y'all enjoy. Peace out. Happy vaping. I'll see you later.